All right. As far as getting myself ready for prep, well, obviously you have your off season and you have your on season. There's two very distinct, phases of the sport that you need to, put enough like the correct energy and effort into both. So right now I'm in my off season phase, so I can kind of relax a little bit more, take this as a time to grow, really like let my body recover, work on my weak points, especially as far as filling out in certain areas. Like this is the time to do it. But when you're on prep, I always say that it's 100% mental. Not 100%, but it's definitely more mental than it is physical because what we do as far as training and lifting goes, like that's what we do. Like that's what we're good at. The mental part of it, that's what separates the winners and the losers. Because if you don't have the discipline, if you don't have the desire, if you don't have pretty much like the mental willpower to make the sacrifices you need to make, giving up your social life, not eating some of the foods that you want to eat, getting up at a certain time, really, you almost become selfish in a way, like not necessarily trying to be selfish, but you have to be. You may not be a selfish person, but you become a selfish person because you need to, commit to certain aspects of the prep, and you can't slack, or somebody else is gonna catch up to you, and next thing you know, in the blink of an eye, they'll be ahead of you, and you'll be asking yourself, what happened? What could I have done differently? So I kind of like to leave no room for error with that. Prep, I like to give depending on what kind of shape I'm in, if I'm like somewhat conditioned or not, I'll give myself anywhere from 8 to 12 weeks on prep. For this, since I just came off prep, I probably won't need a full 12 weeks if I can maintain a little bit and not go super crazy with a rebound after. If I take a long off season though, and I'm looking a little bit fluffier, I'll probably opt for 12 weeks just because I like to be on the safe side of things. But again, what's important too is making sure that you peak on the day of your show. You don't want to come in, you don't want to peak too early and come in flat. You don't want to peak too late and spill over. So it's kind of like an exact science. That's why it's important also to have a coach, the second set of eyes that can keep you sane and give you an objective view on where you're at. So that's kind of how I look at prep. It's always a mental battle. So.